Vicky was in her office, reading a legal brief submitted to her by one of her staff. It was 4 p.m., but she was bent on finishing the lengthy document, because she needs to understand the content, to be able to argue a case properly in 2 days in court. At exactly 4:30 p.m., a woman rushed into the office in tears.
Good afternoon. My name is Tracy, and I would like to divorce my husband. I need a lawyer to help me argue my case in court.
Please sit down. Let's talk about this. Now that you are more relaxed, I would like to ask, why would you want to divorce your husband? Does he beat you? Is he not a good husband? Or he is not able to provide for the family? Why do you want a divorce?
My husband beats me. He is a wife beater. Are you not seeing my face? He just battered my face this evening, and I just can't take it anymore. I don't want to continue to live under his roof. I don't want to die in the name of marriage. I have endured enough, and I want to put an end to the suffering.
Alright, if your husband beats you, then that's a very good ground for divorce. I would like you to tell me the whole story. Tell me the truth, because divorce is something serious. I will also need additional evidence to support your case. When did your husband start beating you?
It all started 4 months ago after he lost his job. He was a loving husband, but his character suddenly changed after he was sacked from his work, due to downsizing. He became a nagging husband, such that every little thing irritates him. He usually beats me at the slightest provocation. I have endured it for too long, and I would like to divorce him, before I will die. I'm too young to be married to a wife beater.
Do you have any evidence to support your claims that your husband beats you? I mean, do you have pictures we can use to prove the case in court? The court will not accept verbal narration of what your husband does to you. I would need evidence in the form of pictures and videos. Do you have any?
I have pictures and videos. There's a lot of evidence,
Tracy said as she handed her phone to Vicky. Vicky took the phone and browsed through the pictures. She saw photos of Tracy's battered face, and she was alarmed. Your husband did this to you. Why did you wait for a long time before seeking a divorce? You wanted him to kill you first.
I was thinking he was going to change. I have been praying for him to change to the man he was. It's like someone is using charms to manipulate him. He was never a wife beater. He just changed all of a sudden. I was hoping and praying that he would stop beating me, but it was like I was waiting for a ship at the airport. Last week, he almost made me blind with a very painful slap on my face. That was the last straw that broke the camel's back. I have made up my mind to divorce him.
Are you sure about this?
If I wasn't sure, I wouldn't have come here. I came here because I want divorce. Let's proceed, please.
Very well then. I will file the divorce papers in court tomorrow, and the papers will be served on your husband. Please, write your address here. After filling the divorce papers tomorrow, I will have to come to your house, to serve it on your husband. Vicky said, passing a paper to Tracy. Tracy wrote the address of her house on the paper, and left the office, still weeping. Please, I am here to see Mr. Isaac, Tracy's husband. Is he around?
Yes. Please come with me.
Good afternoon, Mr. Isaac. My name is Barrister Vicky. I'm your wife's lawyer, and I have come to serve you divorce papers. Your wife is divorcing you, and I have filed a notice at the court. You were advised to get yourself a qualified lawyer who would argue your case in court.
I won't be needing a lawyer. I'm a lawyer myself. I have my practicing license, though. I recently branched off to work as a legal advisor to an oil company. I lost my job recently, and that's why I'm idle at home. Well, I will argue the case myself in court.
That's interesting. What branch of law did you major in?
Do you want to sit down?
Sure.
I'm a constitutional lawyer. I'm a senior advocate of Nigeria.
You should set up your chambers, you know. You shouldn't be idle. You are so intelligent.
I don't know if I can still shine as a practicing lawyer. I prefer working for private firms, as a legal consultant. It's unfortunate that I lost my job.
Isaac said, as he flipped through the papers given to him by Vicky. I can offer you a chance if you like. I'm traveling to Abuja this evening. I have a difficult constitutional case I'm handling, and there's a part of it I'm finding so hard. Can you travel with me? I will pay for your flight and hotel expenses.
Why not? Let's do this.
Isaac stood up, went indoors and grabbed his bag, and hopped into Vicky's car, and they drove to the airport. When they got to Abuja that night, they slept in different hotel room. Vicky is 40 years old, though she still looked young and very beautiful. The demands of her job have not allowed her to get married. She was always busy and had no time for men. She was very rich as well, but she knew the time had come for her to get married, before she enters menopause. She decided in her heart that she was going to do everything possible to win Isaac's heart, since his wife was divorcing him. Since his wife is dumping him, I will pick him and clean him up, and make him my man. Let me go to the bathroom and have my bath. Are you sleeping already?
Yes. I'm so tired.
Sorry. Do you care for us to pray before sleeping?
All right.
Heavenly Father, as we lay down to sleep, we thank you for your protection throughout the day. We ask for your peace and guidance as we rest. Lord, cover us with your loving arms, and grant us peaceful sleep. I trust in your word, knowing that, in peace we will lie down and sleep, for you alone, Lord, make us dwell in safety. Please, guard our heart and mind from any worries or fears. Help us to release any burdens to you, as your word reminds us in 1 Peter 5:7, cast all your anxiety on him, because he cares for you. Thank you for being our refuge and strength, even in the darkest hours. We trust you completely, and we know that, the Lord is our shepherd, we lack nothing. He makes us lie down in green pastures, he leads us beside quiet waters, he refreshes our soul. May your peace, which surpasses all understanding, guard our heart and mind tonight, and always. In Jesus' name, I pray. Amen.
Amen.
Let me leave you to rest now. Good night.
Good night.
Barrister Vicky was the first to wake up. She prayed, went to the bathroom, took her bath, then dressed up. She then proceeded to Isaac's room. Good morning, Mr. Isaac, how was your night? Hope you enjoyed your sleep.
Yes, thanks. Sorry, let me make use of the restroom.
All right. Look at his face. His face looks smooth and tender like that of a child. He is so handsome and young. He doesn't look like he could hurt a fly. I wonder why his wife is bent on divorcing him. His wife said he is a woman beater, but he looks so innocent to me. I'm sure there could be another reason why his wife wants to leave him. Well, if she leaves him, I will pick him up. I just want a man in my life, even if the man is a wife beater, I will manage him. The time was 5 a.m., and Vicky wanted to prepare for the case she had in court that day. She brought out the legal brief, and some of the arguments she had written. She knew she had a strong argument to win the case, but was somehow convinced that something was missing. She needed help.
I'm back. So what's up? You already dressed up.
Please, I need your help.
All right.
This case is giving me headache. It's a governorship election case, and I don't want to lose. I will make a lot of money if I win. Is there a way you can help me put up a stronger argument?
Sure.
Isaac took the legal brief and went through the summary. When he was done reading, he took a pen and started writing. After writing for about 1 hour, he handed what he had written to Vicky. Wow, this is impressive. You are so intelligent. You know all the sections of the Constitution offhand. How were you able to write all these in just 1 hour? I'm impressed honestly. I will just dump what I have prepared to use in court, and use your own instead.
Thank you. I'm sure you will win the case.
He was right. Vicky went to court that morning, and she won the case, using the arguments Isaac wrote for her. Isaac did not follow her to court, but he remained in the hotel, waiting for her to return. When she came back, she hugged him so tightly. I'm so glad you are here with me. Thank you for what you did for me. You saved me today. I have a reward for you.
No, dear. I do not need anything from you.
Are you serious?
Yes.
All right then. We have to go back to Lagos today, because your wife's case against you is coming up in court tomorrow. I have booked our flight. Please, take your bath and prepare yourself. You will spend the night in my house in Lagos.
Okay.
By the way, how do you plan to defend yourself in court? Your wife has a strong case against you, and she is bent on divorcing you. She said you beat her, and she has strong evidence to show the court. What are you going to tell the court in defense?
Well, leave that to me. Also, please, can I help you prepare the arguments for the divorce case against me? I can do that while we're on the airplane, so that before we land in Lagos, I will be done. I promise, you will also win the case, if I help you with the arguments.
Wait, you want to prepare the arguments against yourself. The case is against you, do you still remember? Do you want to lose? How can you prepare a case and argue against yourself?
Your house is so big. You mean you live here all alone?
Yeah, I live alone. My last relationship was like 7 years ago. I live all alone, but now, I'm no longer alone, since you are here to enjoy the house with me.
How do you mean?
Never mind. Feel at home and make yourself comfortable. I will like to go upstairs and take my shower.
Wait. I want to go back home.
This night. At this hour, please don't. Pass the night here, then you can go back home tomorrow.
No.
Okay, let me drop you off then.
Don't worry about me. I'm a man. I will be fine. Bye.
Is it because of what I said? The next day, Vicky, Isaac and Tracy were in court for the divorce case. Tracy had no idea that Vicky had already fallen in love with her husband. She had no idea that Isaac traveled to Abuja with Vicky, and she didn't know that Isaac was coming from Vicky's house that night. When the case was heard, Isaac pleaded guilty to all the accusations by his wife. The court had no option than to dissolve Isaac's marriage with Tracy. They do not have children yet, but the court ordered Isaac to forfeit ownership of some properties to Tracy, including the house they lived in, since it was bought in Tracy's name, when the going was good. Isaac did not argue for anything, but just allowed everything the court asked. It was like he was going back to square one, as most of his properties were given to Tracy, because she claimed they belonged to her. This is because Isaac loved his wife so much, and everything, including all property he had, was bought in Tracy's name. All the documents had Tracy's name. So Tracy brought the documents to court, and claimed ownership of the properties. Isaac was left with nothing. After the divorce, Isaac went home, took his academic credentials, and his clothes, and then left, never to return again. Before he left, he turned and looked at his house, and tears poured from his eyes. He has lost everything to the woman he married. He only had a small bag and his pockets were empty, as he left the house.
Vicky. What are you doing here?
I came to pick you.
Pick me? To where?
To my house, Isaac.
No thank you.
So, where will you go? You don't have anything left.
Don't worry about me. I will sort myself.
Okay, so where are you going? Let me drop you off.
I really don't know. I don't really have anywhere to go.
You can't just leave like this. Come with me, Isaac. I'll help you figure things out.
I appreciate it, but I'll be fine.
Please, Isaac. I don't want to leave you like this. You've just lost everything. Let me help.
Vicky, you've already done enough.
No, I haven't. I won't take no for an answer. Come with me.
It has been 1 week since Isaac and his wife got separated through a divorce. Isaac now lives with barrister Vicky, and they have fallen in love with each other. Vicky had always wondered why Isaac gave up so easily in court, without fighting the divorce case thoroughly. She also wondered why he allowed his former wife to take all his properties, without putting up any form of resistance.
Babe, why didn't you even contest the case? You gave up cheaply like a lily-livered chicken. I know there are steps you could have taken to prevent her from stealing what belongs to you. But you choose to keep quiet. Why?
My former wife was not worth fighting for. She wanted me dead. I mean, how can you fight to keep someone under your roof, when it is clear that the person doesn't want you alive?
What do you mean when you say she wanted you dead? You mean your own wife wanted to eliminate you?
My wife was a husband beater. I mean, she used to beat me every day. I mean, it was like she was the man, and I was the woman. I suffered a lot of domestic abuses in her hands. She didn't show me her domineering character before we got married. She was so loving, and absolutely charming. However, 1 year into our marriage, she became a monster. I was hoping for a change, but that change never came. She even got worse when I lost my job, and I was not able to give her money like I used to. I lived under constant fear for my life. Divorcing her was a blessing to me. Now, I have peace of mind.
Wait, I don't get it. Your wife beats you. But she told me you were the one who beats her, and she had photos and videos to support her claims. How come you are saying she was the one who beats you?
Well, the photos and videos she gave to you were fake. I have never beat my wife. I'm telling you, she was the one who beats me. If you had checked the photos and videos very well, you would have seen that she used makeup to create the wounds. I mean, anything is possible these days, with the availability of computer and makeup. I knew the photos and videos were fake, but it was in my best interest to allow the divorce to go through. She had a grand plan to eliminate me if divorce did not work. It is better to walk away, and leave my properties for her, than to die.
I'm so sorry, Isaac. I never knew you suffered all these in the hands of that woman. It's my first time of seeing a man beaten by a woman. It has always been the other way round. Even as a lawyer, I have not seen a man who suffers from domestic abuse in the hands of his wife. It's somehow surprising to me that a woman could beat a man.
Well, I can assure you that a lot of married men are suffering from domestic abuse in the hands of their wives. Some wives are verbally abusing their husband, while others who are strong, actually physically beat up their husbands. A lot of men are going through this, but they keep quiet about it out of shame. Also, men keep quiet because the society won't believe them if they come out to say their wives are beating them at home. But take it from me, some women are capable of beating their husbands. I'm an example. My wife used to beat me, and I would cry like a baby. I mean, didn't you see my wife? She looks huge and hefty, with big muscles. There's no way I could fight her and win. I'm happy the marriage is over, even though I lost everything.
Isaac lamented. Tears streamed down from his eyes. I'm here for you now. I promise to give you all the love your former wife denied you. I will cherish you the rest of my life. And I promise I will never beat you.
You think you can beat me? That the lion is sick does not mean a goat can come play with its tail.
I can beat you. Try me and see.
I want to sell the Jeep. I want you to help me get a buyer. Also, work out the sales agreement. You are retained as my lawyer in everything I want to do from now on. Thank you for helping me win the divorce case. Please, let's sell the car. I need money.
All right, I should be able to get you a buyer within 1 week.
Thank you.
However, instead of looking for a buyer, Vicky bought the car herself. She used someone else's name to buy it. She took the car to a friend's house and kept it there. I will be the one to buy everything Tracy wants to sell. When I finish buying all the properties, I will return all of them to Isaac. Tracy lived a lavish lifestyle. She hardly stayed at home. She spent all her time at an expensive hotel, where she did not have to cook her own food. She hates going to the kitchen. Everything is available at the hotel where Tracy was served and treated like a queen by the staff and stewards. She spends so much money at the hotel, such that even the hotel owner knew her as their biggest customer. Everyone in the hotel respects her, because of the money she spends there. After Tracy sold the Prado Jeep, she permanently moved her things to the hotel, where she occupied an entire suite. It is now 8 months since she sold the car and moved to the hotel instead of living at home. Her money has gone down considerably, and she had to find another means of replenishing her pocket. Tracy does not have a job. All she knows how to do is to spend money. She would need more money to finance her lavish lifestyle and pay hotel bills.
I have to sell another property. I need money,
Tracy said to herself one evening. Isaac had 2 houses, and 1 parcel of land, which he bought in Tracy's name. Apart from the Prado Jeep that she sold, Isaac had Lexus car. That's the car Tracy drives, and she doesn't want to sell that one yet.
I can't sell the car because I'm driving it. I can't be entering public transportation. I'm too big for that. I will sell one of the houses. Since I hardly even stay there, I'm sure it will fetch me good money.
That's interesting. Is there anything so urgent you want to do with money? Don't you think you could need the house in the future? It's not easy to build a house. If you sell this one, you might regret it in the future. I will advise you to look for another way of raising money for yourself.
How dare you advise me? You are not in the position to advise me on how I handle my properties. Let me tell you, you are just my lawyer and not my mother. Who made you my advisor? Just keep to your lane as my lawyer, and don't put your mouth when I haven't asked for your advice. Please, get me a buyer to pay for the house. I will leave the house documents with you. Please, work out the legal procedure, and let me know when the house is sold. I need money urgently. Have a nice day.
May God have mercy on you. Over the years, Vicky had made so much money from her profession as a lawyer. She has saved up a lot of money, so there is nothing she wants that she cannot buy. She had become a senior lawyer with other lawyers working under her chambers. To put it simple, she was rich. So when Tracy spoke to her rudely, she laughed in her heart. She recognizes Tracy as a gold digger, but decided to tolerate her excesses, because she wants to be the one to buy up Tracy's properties so that she could return them to Isaac. Vicky made arrangements to buy the house from Tracy. Just like she did in the case of the Prado Jeep, she used another person's name to pay for the house. After 1 week, she called Tracy and sent her $70,000. Immediately after receiving the money, Tracy bought the latest iPhone 16, changed her wardrobe, and moved to a more expensive hotel accommodation in Lekki, Lagos. She got a visa and traveled to Dubai, where she spent a whole week in an expensive hotel, enjoying life lavishly.
Life is good when you have money. I can never be poor again. I will enjoy myself to the fullest. Life is for the living, and enjoyment is for those who have money.
When she returned to Nigeria from Dubai, Tracy checked her account, and discovered that there was only $20,000 in it. That money can only pay for her accommodation at the hotel for 1 more week.
I need more money. It's time to sell the parcel of land. I need money in my pocket.
As usual, Barrister Vicky secretly bought the land from her, at the cost of $20,000. And as usual, Tracy went on a spending spree, forgetting that there is just one more house, and the Lexus car she was driving. She spent anyhow she wants. Meanwhile, Vicky desperately wants Isaac to marry her. She was approaching 41 years, and she knew menopause was knocking at her door. The problem is that Isaac has not made the move. She knew Isaac loves her, but the issue is that he has not proposed to her.
I wonder what he is waiting for. I'm tired of waiting for him to propose to me. We love each other, and I have a lot of money. What is it that he is scared of? I want to get married this year unfailingly, but Isaac is not making the moves I want. I think I will have to do it by myself.
The next day, she went to a shopping mall and bought an expensive engagement ring.
With this ring, I will engage Isaac. I can't wait anymore. Since the bird has learned to fly without perching, the hunter has also learned to shoot without missing. I will not miss the opportunity to marry Isaac. He is my man, and he will be my husband, and the father of my children. This evening, I will officially ask him to marry me. God, please, I need your guidance. Hope I'm doing the right thing.
Welcome, sweetheart.
Thank you. Babe.
Yes, dear.
I want you to go upstairs and prepare, so that we can go out and have a good time at a restaurant. I want to give you a special treat today.
Really? I can't wait.
God, I hope Isaac will not reject my proposal, and embarrass me in public. Come rain, come shine, I must engage you today.
This man is so handsome. I pray he doesn't say no to me by the time I propose to him. I have come to love him so much. I don't think I will be able to endure the pain if he refuses to accept the proposal to marry me.
Thanks very much for bringing me to this place. It's been very long since I last visited a restaurant. In fact, it's been ages since I went out on a proper date like this. I must confess, I have enjoyed myself immensely, and I would like to do this again.
I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. Nothing gives me more joy than for you to be happy.
Thank you.
She started checking through her handbag, trying to locate where she kept the engagement ring. The engagement ring was nowhere to be found. Vicky wondered what happened to it, because she was sure she put it in her handbag before they left the house.
Excuse me please.
I want to ease myself.
Are you okay?
Yes, yes. Please excuse me.
Okay.
When she got to the restroom, she emptied her bag on a small table beside the toilet mirror. She searched everywhere in the handbag, but she didn't see the diamond ring. Vicky was alarmed.
Where is the ring? I'm sure I put it here in my bag. What's going on? This shouldn't be happening today, please. I have everything planned out. Why is this happening to me? Where is the ring?
Oh babe, you're back.
Yes, I want to pick my handkerchief from the car. Did I leave the ring in the car? Did it fall off in the car?
Vicky kept talking to herself, as she checked everywhere in the car, including the boot, but he did not see the diamond ring.
What am I going to do now? And it's already too late for me to drive to the mall to buy another ring. What is this, God? Was the ring stolen? But I'm sure I brought it home. I'm sure I put it in my handbag. I'm so confused right now. Okay, I need to calm down, so Isaac won't suspect anything. I guess we will just have a good time and go home. Maybe, I will plan another engagement. Where did he go? I guess he went to use the restroom. I will just sit and wait for him.
Hi babe.
Hi, where did you go? Where did you get that from?
I believe you were looking for this. I believe this is what you have been looking for. I knew what you wanted to do. I knew why you brought me here. I knew when you went to buy the engagement ring. I overheard you talking about it when you were talking to yourself at home. So, I stole the ring. It's my duty to engage you, not the other way round. Now, I'm on my knees. Miss Vicky Adams, will you marry me?
Oh Jesus, is this really happening?
Will you marry me?
Yes, I will marry you.
She gave him her left hand, and Isaac gently put the ring in her finger.
Oh my God, I can't believe this. Thank you, Jesus.
Meanwhile, they started planning their wedding immediately. They printed invitation cards and shared to friends and well wishes. Tracy was one of the people who got an invitation card from Vicky.
What? You and Isaac are getting married?
She had come to Vicky's office to ask her to sell her remaining properties, including the Lexus car. She was running out of cash again.
Yes, we are getting married. Are you not happy for me?
Happy for you. You are getting married to my husband, and you want me to be happy for you. You must be out of your mind.
You people are divorced. He is your former husband, not your husband. Do you remember how you dumped him? Why are you angry that I'm getting married to him? I thought you didn't want him.
Let me warn you. If you go ahead with this marriage, I'm going to fight you. I'm going to deal with you. I hired you as my lawyer, and now, you have snatched my husband. Call off the marriage, or I and you will have serious problem.
Tracy checked the wedding date on the invitation card given to her by barrister Vicky, and started her plan on how to stop the marriage from happening.
I feel so hurt, and am ready to do anything to make sure Isaac will not marry Vicky. I do not understand why the lawyer who handled my divorce case would turn and fall in love with my ex-husband. It will not happen. I think they planned against me. They ganged up against me. Why is it that they fell in love immediately after the divorce? These people are planning to put me to shame. That Vicky of a woman, I will deal with her. I will show her the stuff I'm made of. If he has been snatching other people's husband, I will make her know she cannot snatch my own.
She was in her hotel room, eating fried chicken and drinking wine. She had sold her last property, and don't even own a car again. When she finishes spending the last money in her account, she would have no money again, and no property to sell.
How can you snatch my husband, when I hired you to be my lawyer in a divorce case? So it was your plan to snatch my man? Was that why she accepted to be my lawyer? People are very wicked in this world. I think I should pay Vicky another visit. Let me finish my meal and order Uber, since I no longer have a car. I must go back to that office. Do you know you are a wicked witch? So your plan was to snatch my husband all along. You are very wicked. I hired you to be my lawyer, and now, you have stolen my man. Was that your plan all along? Let me ask you, how many women have you snatched their husbands? I'm sure mine is not the first husband you are snatching. You must have done it to other women who come to you to handle their divorce.
Please, Miss Tracy, have your sit. Okay. I did not snatch your husband, and I have never snatched anyone's husband. By the way, you divorced your husband, and legally, you no longer have a claim over him. He is free to marry another woman if he so wishes.
Oh please. Spare me that rubbish. Haven't you heard of divorcees who later forgave each other and come to remarry? Haven't you heard of a man who later came back to his wife after divorce? You were just intent on snatching my man from me, and now, you have succeeded in bewitching him, and getting him to agree to marry you. You old witch. You have entered menopause, and you cannot give him children.
Excuse you, I did not bewitch Isaac. Look at you, you that you are young, how many children did you give him? All you know is to stay idle and eat. Between I and you, there is no basis for comparison. I'm far ahead of you in every aspect of life. And let me tell you, I know you told lies so as to get the divorce. You said he was beating you. You said he used to beat you every day, meanwhile the things you said were lies. Even the pictures and videos you presented as evidence of the beating were all fake. You got the pictures through makeup and studio photo sessions, just so that you can achieve your aim of giving a dog a bad name, so you can hang it. You treated Isaac like trash, and dumped him in the dustbin. Now that I have picked him and cleaned him up, you are suddenly realizing that he is your husband. Let me tell you. You have divorced him, and it is over between the two of you. Now, he is my man and my husband-to-be. I warn you to stay away from us.
So, you knew I was telling lies against my husband, and yet, you went ahead to handle the divorce case. Why didn't you advise me against it? I have come here to tell you once again to quietly call off the wedding, so that there will be peace. I'm trying so much to use a peaceful means to settle this case, so that the two of us will avoid impending problem. But whichever way you want it, I'm ready. Let me inform you that if you refuse to call off the wedding, I will have to implement my plans against the two of you, and trust me, you will feel the heat.
Look at me, Tracy. Do I look like Isaac who you used to beat up like a child? Oh, you think I don't know you used to beat your husband, and make him cry like a baby? I'm not Isaac. If you try me, I will put you where you belong. If you as much as come here to threaten me again, I will show you that I'm a woman like you. I will face you woman to woman and show you the stuff I'm made of. Can you imagine this woman coming to my office to threaten me? Who do you think you are?
Hello Isaac, please, can I see you?
Why do you want to see me?
There is something I want us to talk about. Please, don't say no.
Can we see you at the restaurant this evening? I promise, I will not take your time. It will just be for a few minutes. The discussion will be very brief. Please, it's a matter of life and death, and I need your help to survive.
All right. I will come and see you.
Okay. Thanks.
In the evening, Isaac dressed up and left the house without telling Vicky where he was going. He went to the restaurant where Tracy was already waiting for him. Tracy had ordered food for herself and Isaac, even before he arrived at the restaurant. It was not difficult for Isaac to locate her, because Tracy made sure to sit in a visible area of the restaurant. Immediately Isaac entered, he saw her sitting on one of the tables, with food already waiting for him.
Tracy.
I'm so glad you agreed to see me. Thanks for coming, Isaac. It feels really nice to see you again after such a long time. Come, let's sit. I have ordered food for us. I ordered chicken and chips. I know you like it so much. Please, you can start eating.
Thanks Tracy for inviting me here, but honestly, I don't feel like eating. I ate my fill before coming to this place.
I didn't poison the food, I promise. It's entirely safe. Please, don't say no to my food, it will make me feel bad and hurt.
Did you cook the food by yourself? I mean, you made it in your house and brought it to the restaurant.
No, I mean I bought it here in the restaurant. But all the same, it is my food.
You didn't cook the food yourself? Why are you then saying it is your food? It is the restaurant's food, and they would just throw it away if we fail to eat it. Well, I just said I'm not eating. I'm not hungry. Trust me, if I was hungry, I would be the first person to dig into the food, before you even say a word.
Please, eat a little. I didn't poison the food. I can test it first if you want me to prove that it is not poisoned.
She dug into the food and tested it to prove to Isaac that she had no intention of poisoning him, but Isaac still refused to eat the food.
Please, don't bother yourself. I told you I'm not hungry, and I know the food is not poisoned. I just don't want to eat. Please go ahead and tell me why you invited me here. I'm not here to eat, and I know you did not invite me to the restaurant because of food. Go ahead and talk, so I can go back home and sleep.
Is it true you are getting married to Barrister Vicky? She gave me an invitation card, and I wanted to hear it from you before I would believe. Are you two getting married?
I'm surprised to find out that Tracy already know I am about getting married to Vicky. I'm also surprised that Vicky gave Tracy invitation card to someone who is clearly an enemy of progress.
Hello Isaac, are you with me?
Yes, we are getting married in 2 weeks. Do you have any problem with that?
No, no problem at all, but don't you think it's a bit awkward to get married to the lawyer who handled our divorce? Haven't you seen any other woman to marry apart from her?
You no longer have the right to dictate to me. I'm not your husband, and you are not my wife. We are divorced, and I have the right to make my own choices, and live with them. The person I chose to get married to should not be your business. I think you should move on with your life and stop monitoring me. I have moved on after our divorce, and honestly, I don't even think about you anymore. You are the one thinking about me. Why have you refused to forget about me? Why haven't you moved on? Why are you poke-nosing to know who I go out with, and who I'm about to marry? What's your problem?
My problem is that I still love you, Isaac. I can't stop thinking about you. I still love you. I know I have made mistakes in the past, but my heart is still with you. You are still my man, and I'm your woman. I want us to come back and build our lives together. We can do it, Isaac. I have heard of couples who divorced, but later reunite, and achieved many good things together. Please call off the marriage plans between you and Vicky. Let's get married again, and I promise, I will be a good wife this time around.
Are you serious right now? I mean, this is why you invited me here? To tell me you want us to remarry? You must be insane. Wait, you think I will get married to you again? You want me to build a life with you? When you have finished scattering the one I built? After all I went through while I was married to you? You ruined my life. I loved you with all my heart. I bought all my properties in your name. I mean, every important thing I bought was bought in your name. I loved you so much. But how did you pay me back? You lied against me, and forged photographs and videos to tell the world that I beat you. You were the one beating me, but I still lived with it. Now that God has saved me from you, you want me to come back and get married to you the second time? What you are saying can only be done by someone who's out of his senses.
I'm sorry for all I did against you, Isaac. I was influenced by bad friends, who advised me to start beating you, so that you will abandon the properties to me. The beating didn't work, and they advised me to divorce you, by lying to the court that you beat me. I wanted all the properties for myself. I was influenced by greed. Please find a place in your heart and forgive me.
Forgive you? I have forgiven you, but I can't forget what you did, and I certainly won't marry you again. I have found a good life partner in Vicky, and there is no way I'm calling off the wedding. I'm getting married to her, come rain come shine. Deal with that. I'm out of here.
Turn around and drive to wherever I tell you, or you will regret it. Do not look back, or I will blow your head up. Now, drive.
I will do whatever you say, please don't harm me.
He turned around, and followed their instructions. Vicky waited at home endlessly that night, but did not see Isaac. He has been kidnapped. It's been 2 days since Isaac was kidnapped and I have not seen him. I haven't been myself since the incident happened. It's as if my life has turned upside down, because I have poured a lot into this relationship with Isaac. I have invested my emotions, time, and money on Isaac, and it is difficult for me to accept that he would be kidnapped only a few days to our wedding. I have not been to work since the incident happened. I have reported the matter to the police, and many places have been searched, but Isaac is nowhere to be found. If only he had told me where he was going, I would have known where to put my legs and start looking for him. But he didn't mention anything to me. I'm so confused right now, that I don't even know what to do. I don't even know if the wedding will still hold. But I'm determined to win this battle. I will do everything it takes for me to win this battle. I'm determined to get married to Isaac, and no one can stop me. I strongly suspect Tracy, that wicked witch. God, please, wherever Isaac is, please keep him safe, please guide and protect him from danger. Bring him back safely to me. Do not let my enemy laugh at me. I think I know what to do. I want to track my boyfriend's phone.
Do you have the details of his phone?
Thankfully, Vicky was the one who bought an iPhone for Isaac as a gift, some weeks ago. She came to the shopping mall with the iPhone pack, and also the pack of Isaac's SIM card.
She handed everything to the tech guy.
Is there any problem? What happened to him? Is he missing?
I think he has been kidnapped. We are supposed to be getting married in few days, and I can't find him. He just left the house without telling me where he was going.
Okay. That's sad. The phone is currently switched off, but from what I can see here, it was live 2 days ago. And my system shows that it was last used to browse the internet at Hotel LL. That was the last place it was used. Also, I can see that the owner of the phone visited a restaurant on the day you said you saw him last. I will also give you the number that called him last before he went to the restaurant. I will just print out all the information for you, so you can use it and start looking for him.
Okay, thank you.
When Vicky collected the information from the tech guy, she drove straight to the hotel mentioned in the document. When she got there, she started asking questions, but the receptionist was not keen on speaking to her.
Please, just show me the hotel room. I strongly suspect that woman. I think she is the one behind the kidnapping of my boyfriend. Her name is Tracy. Please, I need your help. This is a matter of life and death.
Vicky said as she squeezed $10 and put it in the hand of the hotel receptionist. The receptionist reluctantly gave Vicky the number of the hotel room. Vicky took the number and rushed to the room written on the paper. When she got to the door, she started hearing Tracy's voice.
You think you can just get married to anyone you want? I called you so that we can talk and settle things in peace, but it seems you did not want peace. You are my husband, and I will never leave you for Vicky. Vicky will never marry my man. Who does she think she is? She thinks she can snatch my man and go scot-free. Isaac, you think you can just abandon me to wallow in loneliness and penury in this world? You are telling lies, because so far as I'm concerned, you are still my husband.
Vicky peeped from a little hole on the hotel door, and she was able to have a glimpse of what was going on in the hotel room. She saw Isaac, and 2 men stood guard around him. Tracy was seated before him, and was still talking in a loud voice.
You must call of the wedding, or I will not release you from here. You will remain here without food for many days. When you are ready to call off the wedding, you just let me know, I will switch on your phone. All you have to do is to call Vicky, and tell her that it is over between the two of you. Once you do that, I will have you released, and then we can continue our marriage. I promise to be a loving wife to you this time around.
No way. I will never marry you again. It is better for me to die than to live under the same roof with a woman like you. Never again in my life.
Shut up your mouth before I blow up your head.
I have to go and call the police.
She rushed out of the hotel, and went to the police headquarters, and informed the officers that she had found where his boyfriend was being kept. The police followed her to the hotel. However, when they got to the hotel room, they did not see Tracy, neither did they see Isaac. Everyone in the room was gone.
Why did you bring us here to waste our time? So you brought us here to prank us.
It's not a prank, officer. I actually saw them here, when I came here.
You should have called us on phone, instead of coming to the police station to disturb us. We are leaving.
I'm losing this battle, but I'm not going to give up. I'm going to find Tracy and her gang. And I'm going to rescue my Isaac. Nothing will stop us from getting married. I have invested so much in this relationship, and I'm not going to lose him. I'm still going to search for him. I will not abandon him, so help me God.
When she went back home, she managed to enter the kitchen to prepare food for herself. She even had the strength to prepare vegetable soup, because she needed to replenish her energy, to be able to think of how to go about the situation. As she was eating the vegetable soup, she was thinking of the next step to take.
I think I should leave the police out of the picture. They must have received bribe from Tracy. I'm going to hire a private detective and security, so that they can help rescue Isaac for me. The police have not been able to do anything. Lily, I'm in trouble, and I need help.
What is the problem at hand?
My fiancé has been kidnapped, and I'm so worried something more terrible could happen to him. I need help to rescue him, before the date we set for our wedding. I'm running mad. I'm getting close to menopause, and the only man who has agreed to marry me has been kidnapped, and the police have abandoned me to my fate. I don't want to abandon my fiancé. Is there anything you can do to help me? Do you know any private security firm capable of doing search and rescue? Do you know any private detective in Lagos? I will pay any amount they demand, so far as they are going to rescue Isaac and bring him home alive.
I will send someone to your house right now. I'm so sorry about what is happening to you, Vicky. You should have told me before involving the police. But rest assured, that Isaac will come home unhurt, now that you have informed me. I will send my private detective to you. He has worked for me before, and I can assure you he is very efficient.
Thanks very much, Lily. Thanks for being there for me. My God will bless you. I'm waiting at home. I'm not going to work until this situation is resolved.
All right, friend. Please, take care of yourself. Everything will be fine.
I need this resolved before my wedding. I don't want anything to stop the wedding. This is the first time a man is indicating interest to marry me. The whole situation now is just making me sad. Can you help me, please?
Give me all their details. I need their phone numbers, and everything concerning them that is in your possession. Tell me the whole story without hiding anything.
He brought out his tracking tools, and started work immediately.
I can see them in that same hotel where you said they were nowhere to be found. Let me ask you, when the police got there, did they bother to search the entire hotel, or they just concentrated in one particular hotel room? What about the owners of the hotel? Did the police question any one of them? My tracking device is still seeing Isaac's phone at the hotel. Why did the police not search the entire environment and other hotel rooms? I'm beginning to suspect the police have been compromised by Tracy. We are going to avoid the police this time around. I'm going to go with you alongside my boys. We will hide somewhere outside the hotel, while you will go and knock at the door of the hotel room. From the story you have told me, I can see that Tracy is a very greedy woman, so I have a plan. We will make her an offer she cannot resist.
What's the plan? What is the offer? I'm desperate and ready for anything. Spit it out.
You are going to tell Tracy the truth. You will tell her you were the one who bought all her properties. You will promise to restore the properties to her, if she would release Isaac in exchange.
I don't think I can do that. I could lose the properties. I bought them from her for thousands of dollars, and I intend to give them to Isaac as a gift after our wedding.
You don't understand me yet. It's just a trick. We are going to forge the documents of the properties. You will call her out and hand them over to her. You will meet with her, and convince her to release Isaac in exchange for the properties. You must make sure to take Tracy to the hotel lounge. Before you hand the documents to her, tell her to make a phone call to the gang to release Isaac from the room. We will be on ground to take Isaac away from the hotel, before Tracy would realize that the document you gave to her is the fake.
Are you sure she would accept it?
I'm perfectly sure. My analysis shows that she is just broke. She does not have money again, so she is trying to hang on to Isaac to survive. She is greedy, so if she sees something else that promises to fetch her money, she will lose interest in Isaac. Just watch and see.
They both left Vicky's house and headed for the hotel. On their way, Victor went to make fake copies of the documents of the properties. Vicky was the first to approach the door to the hotel room. Her heart was beating very fast, but she decided to be courageous. She knocked at the door.
Who is there?
It's me, Vicky. I'm here to talk. I don't want to fight. I want to have a meeting with you at the hotel lounge. I have an offer for you. I know who bought your properties, and I promise to help you get them back. Your house, your cars, and everything will be returned to you, if you can come out and talk with me for a few minutes. I promise, you won't be arrested, the police are not here with me. I'm totally alone.
Let me warn you, if you are here with the police, you will never see Isaac again. I have given instructions to the boys to eliminate him if I'm arrested. If they don't see me in 10 minutes, you will never see Isaac again. I'm coming out, but be warned, don't dare me, and you better be sure of the offer you're making.
Tracy said, as she opened the door to come out. They walked together to the hotel lounge. When they got there, Vicky handed the documents to Tracy, and they started talking. Barrister Vicky was able to convince Tracy to make a phone call to have Isaac released. Just as Detective Victor had predicted, Tracy fell for the trick and accepted the offer made to her by Vicky. As soon as she made the call, her gang in the hotel room untied Isaac. He came out from the hotel, and he was taken home by the detective who was waiting at the gate. Vicky had rushed out and joined them at the gate, and they went home together. Vicky was finally happy that her man was back. They continued with their wedding plans.
I will surprise them on their wedding day. I will show them the stuff I'm made of. I will show them that I'm Tracy. Vicky thought she was wise. She thought I have been cheated, and I will not do anything about it. She and Isaac will hear from me on their wedding day. I will finish them completely. That day will be the last battle.
She started cleaning the gun she bought recently. On the day of the wedding, Tracy stormed the venue with a gun hidden in her handbag. She made sure to sit at the back of the court, where no one would recognize her. She was looking for a perfect moment to strike. After Isaac and Vicky were declared husband and wife, Tracy decided it was the perfect moment to finish them up. She stood up from her seat, and walked to the front of the court.
I now declare you husband and wife. You may now kiss the bride.
As Isaac turned to hold Vicky, he heard a gunshot, which took over the venue.
Stop right there. You are my husband, and you are not permitted to hold another woman, not now. Not ever.
Tracy said, as she released another gunshot into the air. The bullet pierced through the ceiling, and zapped out the building through the roof. Many people had disappeared from the scene, out of fear of being hit by a bullet.
I told you I will come for you. I told you the day of reckoning was coming. I told you not to dare me. I warned you to call off the wedding. Yet, you ignored me, and the worst is that you still had the guts to scam me. The two of you conspired and gave me fake documents, claiming I could use them to recover my properties. Well, I'm here to teach you a lesson. In your next life, you dare not play with a lioness like me.
Tracy was spitting fire. She had the gun pointed at Vicky and Isaac. You are not a lioness. You are a sheep. In fact, even a sheep is wiser than you. Your desperation will get you nowhere. I will advise you to drop the gun, and quietly turn and leave this wedding venue, now that you still can. You won't leave this place alive if you try anything funny.
Look who is talking. Shameless woman, you snatched my husband from me, claiming you wanted to help me to divorce him. You are a witch. I have suffered with Isaac for many years, before he even came to know you, and I will not allow you to enjoy the fruit of my labor.
You suffered with who? It's like you have gone insane. You destroyed my life and stole all my properties. You are a terrible person, and your case is irredeemable. You are lost, and like she said, you better leave now that you can. It's a friendly advice from me, your ex-husband.
This made Tracy to be more angry. She drew closer, and pointed the gun directly at Isaac's chest. Vicky pushed Isaac away and stood in front of him, as if she wanted to take the bullet on his behalf. I will have to die first before I will allow you do any harm to Isaac. You have to kill me first before you harm him.
No, it's me she will have to shoot first, before she can harm you.
Isaac said as he stepped forward again, using his body to shield Vicky. Meanwhile, everyone in the court hall had run away, as the place became heated, and guests were afraid of being hit by a bullet. Even the person officiating the wedding had ran away, leaving Vicky, Tracy, and Isaac to battle it out.
We are divorced, and I'm free to get married to whoever I want.
That's a lie. You are my husband until I decide otherwise. And now, I have decided to eliminate you. If I can't have you, no one would,
Tracy said, as she pulled the trigger and shot Isaac. Isaac fell and lay on the floor. Tracy started walking away from the hall, but a bullet hit her from outside, when she got to the door. She fell and died. Isaac stood up from the floor and hugged Vicky. He was not harmed, because he was wearing a bulletproof jacket inside his wedding suit. It turns out that Vicky and Isaac had expected Tracy to come to the wedding venue, for a revenge. They made adequate security arrangements. Police were stationed outside secretly to monitor situations. And both of them were given protective bulletproof vests to wear, and that was what saved Isaac. They went home to start enjoying their marriage. Baby.
Yes, my love.
I have a gift for you. These are documents to your properties. I bought them from Tracy. It's your wedding gift from me. I want us to move to your own house. You are the man, and we should live in your house, not mine.
This is my happiest day on earth. I made a mistake in my first marriage, but my marriage with you is giving me a second chance at life. I sincerely appreciate you, Vicky.
We should thank God instead. He made it happen. I thank God she dumped you. If she didn't divorce you, I wouldn't have met you. She does not deserve a wonderful soul like you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. May God Almighty bless you.
Amen. This is a lesson to everyone. The husband or wife you are maltreating, and who you want to dump, might be picked up by another person. The Bible's call for love, respect, and mutual care in marriage applies to both husbands and wives. It does not condone any form of maltreatment, whether from the husband or the wife. Several scriptures speak to the importance of mutual respect and kindness in marriage, regardless of gender. Ephesians 5:22-24. Wives are instructed to respect and submit to their husbands, as to the Lord, meaning that they should honor and support their husbands in love and respect. Ephesians 5:33, however, each one of you also must love his wife, as he loves himself, and the wife must respect her husband. This verse emphasizes that just as husbands are called to love, wives are called to show respect, avoiding any form of mistreatment. Proverbs 21:19, it is better to live in a desert than with a quarrelsome and nagging wife. While this verse reflects the frustration of a difficult marriage, it highlights the negative impact of a wife's harmful behavior on the husband. 1 Peter 3:1-2. Wives, in the same way, submit yourselves to your own husbands, so that, if any of them do not believe the word, they may be won over without words by the behavior of their wives, when they see the purity and reverence of your lives. This verse encourages wives to live in such a way that their good conduct reflects positively on their husbands. I hope you enjoyed this story. If you do, please like and share, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching.